I am 43 today, and I've decided to make these videos sort of as a way to celebrate life, to take an inventory or evaluate, assess life as it's been throughout that year. And I'm sharing them, one, just because I want to, but two, because it's my hope that you'll celebrate you as well. Maybe seeing this will allow you, someone out there, will give you permission to be able to celebrate yourself. Because if we don't celebrate ourselves, who is going to? For many years of life, I didn't do that. I secretly or silently maybe took stock of accomplishments, but I was very quiet about them out of fears that it would be mistaken for arrogance or bragging. It's okay to be proud of yourself. Again, being proud of yourself is different than being arrogant or self-centered. Just because I'm proud of me doesn't mean I think anyone else is going to be. It truly is just about me being proud of me. And I hope that you will be proud of you. So now that that's out of the way, I turned 43 today. With this year came a lot of growth and a lot of changes, many things that I'm proud of and I'm grateful for. It also brought a lot of uncertainties. I'm standing in a place of uncertainty because over this year, I took a risk on myself. I left behind a career, an employer that didn't value me, that wanted to diminish me, but it was very certain and it provided a lot of comfort or security. But I took a risk on me because I didn't feel good about myself. I didn't feel good about myself and they didn't want me to feel good about myself. Or that's the way it appeared to me anyway. Could always be wrong about that. However, it was the right thing for me to do, to choose me and to take a step into a lot of unknown for me, for my growth, betting on me, taking a risk for me. It was scary, but it was worth it. This year, I drove all the way across country by myself. I've never done that before. From Florida to Oregon, all by myself. And that's something for me to be proud of because there's a time, even a few years ago, that I would have been too afraid to do that. It would have seemed like too big of a task, too many unknowns. I wouldn't have felt confident or comfortable enough to do that. But I did it, and it felt really great. I also took a travel position across the country. A little girl from Kentucky, Eastern Kentucky, who had born and raised, lived there my entire life. I didn't even go away to college. I've never lived anywhere else. And I took a travel position in Oregon, and I love it. It's exactly what I needed. So while I am in a temporary position, a contract position through travel social work in Oregon, I've had a great time here. It's a great area. It's a great location. I've learned a lot about me. I've seen more than 26 waterfalls. I've hiked, I don't even know how many different hiking trails. Driving distance to the coast. I've seen sea lions for the first time. I saw sea stars, starfish for the first time this year. I took a risk on me this year. And I don't know where next year will go. I don't know what will happen next. But I know that this was the right step for me. And I know that I'm proud of myself and the steps that I've taken. I left behind people who weren't good for me, people who didn't want or wish well for me, people who really wanted to see me go backwards and wanted to keep me small, who didn't want me to feel good about myself in personal life and professional life. In fact, if that much of my life hadn't been consumed by people who wished ill of me, I probably would never have felt the pressure to take this step. And I'm grateful for that. Life happens that way sometimes. Sometimes we're forced off a path that isn't good for us. I had been stagnant for a while. I had seen signs that the way I was living, the people around me weren't good for me, that where I was working didn't feel good anymore. But there was security there. There was certainty there. There was comfort there. And it felt too scary, like too big of a risk to move away from that certainty. So things had to get bad enough that I would take the step, and I did. And I'm taking better care of myself. I was able to, as a single mother, I was able to travel and experience Virginia, some places in Oregon, and California with my boys. And that to me is huge because as a single parent, we aren't supposed to be able to live that way. It's hard. It's hard to function on one income at all. And to be a parent, fully financially responsible for 2 children, that's a lot. For me, the odds of me being able to take them out to experience life was really, really slim and took a lot of really hard work. And so I'm really proud of the fact that I was able to do that with them and give that to them. I feel lucky and fortunate that I was able to do that. And that doesn't mean that it landed in my lap and that it happened it was given to me. It means I put work in to make that happen for them, because I want to feel good about myself as a mother too. As a single parent, there's always something that's being sacrificed. There are always choices being made as to where my energy will go and what it will be taken away from. I'm always imbalanced. I can either pour it into one area or another. And it never feels like it's the right thing, because I can never be enough. I can never be all of what my children need and deserve. So as a parent, be able to work hard and achieve something for them feels really great. Because again, it wasn't ever guaranteed. I put a lot of work in to be where I am. As imperfect as it is, as uncertain as it is, I put a lot of work into being where I am. And I do believe that life keeps getting better. Though I'm 43, and definitely that's older, and there are things that I would have thought I would have achieved at this point and that maybe will never happen. Life gets better in many, many ways. I started West Coast swing dancing classes this year, which is something that I wanted to do. In the end, what I'd say is that many things in life get better with time. Maybe my body will never be what it was 20 years ago or 10 years ago. But that's all the more reason to appreciate what it is now. So if you see me dressing up, that's because I want to appreciate what I've got while I've got it. Again, there were many years in life that I kept myself in a box and kept myself small because that's what I thought was supposed to happen. Waiting for someone else to come along and give me permission to show myself or to have strengths or value. Nobody came along to do that for me. And it wasn't ever their job. It's okay to value yourself. It's okay to appreciate what you have, because I'm not going to have whatever I've got forever. There are no guarantees. This phase of life, whatever I have here, won't be here forever. And it's up to me to appreciate and enjoy it. Anytime we put ourselves out there, there's risk of being misunderstood. And I've allowed that to keep me quiet and stand in the shadows for a very long time, just because I wanted to blend in. I just wanted to belong and to get along. Well, it didn't really work out that way, even when I was trying to put myself in the shadows. So if I'm going to be on my own, I might as well be on my own and at least be my own best friend, at least be my own best advocate, at least show up for me. And that's always been enough. Anything I've been able to do has been because I stood by me and I believed in me. And anything that you want to do, let me assure you, you have everything you need inside of you. You don't need anybody else to recognize it, anybody else. The more I've allowed myself the freedom to be me, even if it results in misunderstanding, and there have been plenty of misunderstandings, I still meet a lot of opposition from people around me, even when I have the best of intentions, but that's not about me. And I'm happy. I'm probably the happiest I've ever been. Things aren't perfect, but I'm happy. I'm grateful. Here's to 43.